This is the hands down to the one of the most powerful AI tool I have ever used so far. Not because it generates random cinematic clips, but it lets you actually design a whole movie that to AI generated and realistic one. You are not just typing prompts and hoping for the best. You are literally controlling the camera, the lens, the framing, just like the real filmmaker. And all the craziest part, all this happens inside one single platform. You can create cinematic scenes with real camera control, generate video with audio in just one pass, and get clean, consistent visuals that actually hold up in the production. So, in today's video, I'm breaking down the three core features of this platform called Higgsfield that make this each and every stuff possible. So, let's start with the biggest one of the core feature. This is the Higgsfield website, and from here you will find an option called Cinema Studio, and this is where the entire filmmaking workflow happens inside one place. So you start by describing the scene you want, which generates a deliberate first frame instead of a random AI output, and the frame becomes the whole foundation of the entire video. And you can see on the screen I have just uploaded the image, entered my prompt, and I'm just setting this things up. And after that, what interesting hits here that you can change the lens or the camera angle while keeping the same scene and consistent characters. I have included the short tutorial clips that show the exact flow, and just look at this from generating the image to selecting the camera and the lenses and then converting that still frame into clear cinematic movement. And once the framing feels right, you can turn that frame directly into a video and a composition environment which stays visually selected and enact in very particular and awesome way. This is what makes this cinema studio different. Well, it's not just about generating the clips, it's about giving you a real control. Now just take a look at this. I have uploaded this pic and I am just prompting it, and I am just selecting the length, focal length, and the aperture, and look at the outcome. And once I am all done with it, what I'll do is you can directly push that frame into the video section, select the camera movement which you wanna, and then look at the exact output. Now I am again uploading this image. Have a look at this, and I have entered the prompt. I have selected the camera lens, focal length, and this aperture again, and I have just generated it. I mean, look at the consistency of the image. Each and everything is so perfect. And then after changing it into the video, just have a look at this. This scene has been entirely designed to look cinematic, and it's awesome movie scene, right? And just take a look of all the lenses which are present in this option and what we get. Even though I have changed the various footages, and this is all the exact camera movement which is used by a professional filmmaker. And the best part is that this entire process from prompt to cinematic video happens in a single workflow without switching tools or exporting anything. This is basically AI filmmaking, but done in a way that actually makes sense for the creators and even the normal people like you who can design crazy upcoming stuff in this AI revolution. The next feature which I want to show you is Kling 2.6 audio, and this is where Higgsfield really stands out when it comes to complete scenes. With this feature, you are not generating visuals, the video, the voice, ambience are created together in just single press. And this means you don't have to generate a video first and then an audio separately. And in this feature, you can directly do all this thing at once. So let me show you some few of the clips.
You see our culture from the outside, but to understand Russia, you must feel the winter, the history, the spirit of this place.
And winter is coming.
L'hiver arrive. Se acerca el invierno.
Der Winter kommt.
Dòng tiền giàu lái le.
सर्दी आ रही है.
Our traditions define who we are. We have lived here for centuries, honoring the ways of our ancestors.
So after seeing this clip, this thing is absolutely perfect that the accuracy is so sharp, and the model understand the action framing and the tone which you describe in the prompt, you can say, and the output feels intentional instead of just random. This makes this Kling 2.6 especially useful when you want to quickly create a complete shot with sound without doing any extra post production work. And it's a simple but powerful way to go from an idea straight to a finished video scene just inside the hex field. And even if you want to create an action movie scene or any of the scene which you have imagined, trust me, Kling 2.6 Pro is way more perfect for your imagination and outcome driven video. And the last and best feature I want to show you is Nano Banana Pro, and this is what really sets the visual foundation for everything you have been so far. Before you even think about motion or cinematic movement, the quality of the base image matters a lot, and this is where Nano Banana Pro comes in. All the images you're seeing here are generated inside Higgsfield, and they are clean, sharp, and detailed enough to use enough directly in your production. I have included multiple examples where the prompt is visible on the screen so that you can clearly see how the image is generated and then animated inside the same platform. So basically what stand out here is the level of consistency, the face stay recognizable, characters even don't break, and the important details remain stable across all the frames. This is also applied to text and small visual elements too, which stay readable instead of just turning distorted or blurry. And once this image are totally animated, the motion even feels so smoother and more natural because the base frame itself is very much well structured and logically composed. So just instead of fixing the issues later in editing, you are starting with the visuals that are already strong enough to carry a cinematic movement, we can say. And Nano Banana Pro basically acts as a backbone of entire workflow, making sure the final videos look clean, intentional, and visually consistent rather than artificial. So when you combine this level of image quality with Cinema Studio and then Kling 2.6, the whole AI video process starts to feel much more reliable and exact production ready. So when you combine Cinema Studio, Kling 2.6 audio and this Nano Banana Pro, you get a complete AI filmmaking workflow just inside one platform. From camera control to built-in audio to the clean visuals, it all just works. And Higgsfield isn't just a generating AI video platform. It's giving you control over how they are made, and this is something most valuable, creative, and absolutely crazy. So you can try this up. Link are in description, and I'll see you in the next one.